On today's live daily news, we have an exclusive story about alleged child abuse at a San Angelo private school. Then Drew Darby holds a rally for educators over there at the LeGrand Center. We have the full scoop, and we also have the full video. And then there's a mystery surrounding a house near Angelo State University. Meanwhile, La Esperanza Clinic is getting close to opening a brand new location. All these stories and more. I'm Joe Hyde, and this is Live. We'll get to the news in a minute, but first, do you need a new or improved driveway? How's your parking lot? How about your ranch road? Now is the time to get it repaved. The San Angelo-based Mac Asphalt and Paving is ready to get to work for you right now. Go to macasphaltpaving.com and request a free quote. It has no obligation and it's completely free. They're offering heavily discounted repaving and paving packages right now. So if you've been thinking about paving your driveway, parking lot, or ranch road, get a quick turnaround quote while you can still save a whole lot. Do so by going to macasphaltpaving.com. That's macasphaltpaving.com. Our top story today is a lawsuit between a family and Trinity Lutheran School. Back in 2021, a San Angelo teacher named Justice Thomas was arrested, and eventually District Attorney Allison Palmer agreed to sentence her to 10 years deferred adjudication for this incident. Now, San Angelo Live has the exclusive audio where Thomas is heard abusing a 4-year-old girl. The parents of their 4-year-old daughter want justice for what Justice is accused of doing. We have the exclusive audio clips and a full expose, an explosive story on our website. But first, let's listen to some of that audio.
Get over here. What are you still whining and crying and talking about?
They want your mommy and me.
Hey, guess what? Come here. Your mama and your dada do not want you. They don't want you. Do you think they want you when you're a whiny crybaby? No, they don't. Guess what? Nope. They don't. They don't want to be around you like this. It's annoying and bratty.
Now, along with that audio and the full description in the lawsuit, it's important to understand that Trinity Lutheran has not responded to the amended lawsuit. Now, they did try to settle this case 2 years ago, and they were unsuccessful. But anyway, the entire exclusive story is on SanAngeloLive.com. It's the top story for Friday. Meanwhile, State Representative Drew Darby held a rally for supporters Thursday night at the LeGrand Alumni Center at Angelo State University. The meeting was full of teachers from around the area, along with administrators and supporters of public education. Darby told the crowd of supporters that the fight over public education will not end with the current election. That's the primary election coming up here on March 5th, early voting starting next week. There's more about this story, and you can watch Darby's full remarks on the story on San Angelo Live under the politics section. Have you downloaded the all-new San Angelo Live mobile app yet? It's now available on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store, so all iPhone and Android users can have all the latest news stories delivered when we publish them, and it comes directly to your phone that's probably in your pocket, or if you're driving, you're probably, has it in your hand. I'm just kidding. That's the all-new San Angelo Live mobile app. It's really a good app. It's awesome. It doesn't crash. It's fast. You got to get it. It's available now in Google Play or the Apple App Store. San Angelo police are investigating a family dispute over property near Angelo State University. According to our sources, the police department activity has the neighborhood speculating about what really is going on at that vacant residence on 2 at campus. Apparently, the owners passed away, and now the family heirs are in a dispute over what to do with the property. It's a kind of an interesting story, but the important thing about it is there's no kind of murder or death going on there. And police were there for a long time yesterday, so we thought we had to report it. There's more about it on sanangelolive.com. Meanwhile, La Esperanza Clinic is putting the finishing touches on its newest location in the former skating rink on Buick Street off of Sherwood Way. According to La Esperanza, the clinic will open soon for patient treatment. This is a really cool thing, and they got a really nice sign. The sign guy called me today and said, you don't want to miss it. Go look at the sign for the new La Esperanza Clinic. It's been a long project for these guys, and I congratulate them for getting it done. You can see pictures and all that kind of stuff on our website. And the 2-week San Angelo stock show is winding down out at the fairgrounds. Today, thousands of exhibitors from across the state who have spent the last week or so showcasing their project animals and creations were wandering around. We got a lot of pictures too. Winners of the market animal shows will return on April 20th for the much anticipated premium sale, and it's held after the cinch shootout, or the day of the cinch shootout at the First Community Pavilion out there. The temperatures are dropping rapidly this afternoon across West Texas with the passage of a strong cold front. North winds are blowing at 15 to 20 miles per hour and gusting near 30 miles per hour as the temps head toward the freezing mark overnight. Saturday, the high temperature will only reach the mid-40s, followed by a very cold night with temps in the mid-20s. Look for a slight warm-up on Sunday and afternoon highs reaching into the 80s early next week. There's no rain, absolutely no rain in the forecast at this time. Stay with us. We're about to take a break, but coming back, we have the whole COVER1 show all about basketball and hoops and bouncy balls and things like that with Ryan Chadwick and James Bellini. Also, we have an interview with Juan Acevedo, who's running for county tax assessor. You don't want to miss that if you want to vote, because early voting's coming up next week, and the tax assessor position is on the ballot. But first, before we get to all that fun stuff, here's a word from the Bass Bunch.
2024 means savings galore at Jim Bass Mazda. Why not drive off our lot in a new 2024 Mazda CX-5, priced right at just $29,999. While you're here, be sure to ask about our 1.9% APR for 72-month financing. This SUV offers a sculpted exterior with a sophisticated interior. Hurry! These are limited offers, and you can only get these deals at Jim Bass Mazda at the corner of Houston Hart at Arden Road, or shop 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to COVER1, this Friday's edition of COVER1. I'm your host, James Bellini, with my partner in crime, Ryan Chadwick.
How's it going, guys? It's playoff time for girls basketball. Boys aren't even in action tonight, but we got a bunch of good matchups for you tonight, including Central, Wall, Miles, Cristobal. I don't know, James. How excited are you about all this?
Oh, I'm definitely excited about it, man. It's for football we showcase the guys, and now we get to showcase the girls some, and they're all geared up for basketball even during football season. So first off, let's just start right off the bat. San Angelo Central versus Fort Worth Boswell. Talk about it, Ryan.
Well, the Lady Cats did something that they haven't done in over 26 years. Last week when they went to where did I go? Andrews, and beat up on an El Paso school to claim the bi-district championship. Now the Lady Cats have won district and claimed a bi-district championship for the first time in over 26 years. They move on to the area round to play a very talented Fort Worth Boswell team that's only lost 5 games on the year. The Lady Cats are going to have their hands full, but I do think that they can win this game if they play defense. Make the other team beat you with just a crazy shooting percentage, but I know that the Lady Cats are going to play sound defense. They're going to get their opportunities to score off some fast break points, and I'm just excited for this one. But yeah, this one's at 6 p.m. tonight at Clyde High School in Clyde. So let's go Lady Cats. What about you, James? Like, you got anything to add about the Central game tonight?
No, man, Clyde's a nice facility, and yeah, like you said, this is a Metroplex school, so Old West Texas needs to put their stamp and tell the Metroplex we're coming for you. So let's go Lady Cats. I'm going to Big Spring, where the Cristobal Cougars is taking on Ropes at Big Spring High School at 6 p.m. And then I'm going to jump over down the street to Howard College, where Miles is playing Sundown. And this matchup, this could actually be an all-Concho Valley matchup next week, should both Cristobal and Miles win, because they end up playing each other next week, which would be exciting. I know in Cristobal, obviously, you've got Hallie Hughes, you've got Madison George, you have that whole Red Legion on the bench. First-year head coach in Brad Blaylock has done a fantastic job. They are just that talented down there in Cristobal. And Hallie Hughes actually hit 1,000 points last week as a junior, which is great. She was one of our co-players of the week. Moving on to Miles, they have Kaylee Elliott and J.C. Barnes, the freshman phenom out there. Actually, their coach's daughter. I remember her when she was yay tall, because she was just, out there at Cristobal when they are out there. And she's extremely good at basketball. Two great teams, two great matchups, and I'm excited for those two. Moving on, let's talk about our player of the week. Chadwick, who's our player of the week this week?
Well, first of all, I just want to say that our player of the week this week is presented to us by Carpet Tech. And I just want to say that Carpet Tech's proud sponsor of COVER1 Athletics, and this year brings you the COVER1 Player of the Week. Carpet Tech is your local go-to carpet cleaner. Remember, if your home is in a wreck, call Carpet Tech at 325-999-5142. And with that being said, our player of the week this week is Reagan County's Kaysen Brown. Of course, Kaysen has been a very talented member of this state-ranked Reagan County team over the last 2 seasons. And last week did something pretty special. As a junior, I know we were just talking about how cool it was that Hallie Hughes had scored 1,000.
So did Devia Hart. I mean, we're like, these two girls scored 1,000 points.
But Kaysen
and
Brown,
you have some kid out there scoring 2,000.
Yep, 2,000 points as a junior. So I just want to say congratulations, young man. The Reagan County Owls are going to start their playoff run next week, and they are number 4 in the state right now. And we have high hopes that they make it all the way to the state tournament. But yeah, congratulations, Carpet One's Player of the Week, Kaysen Brown, Reagan County Owls.
Yeah, no, Kaysen is extremely talented. We knew this team was going to hit the playoffs. We knew they were going to hit it hard, and they were going to go pretty far. But moving on with our coverage so far. The Wall Lady Hawks taking on City View and Stanford, 6 p.m. What do you think of that one, Chadwick?
I think this one's going to be a good matchup. I still think the Lady Hawks are favored. The only problem I see with Wall is if they ever run into some serious size like they do against Jim Ned, that they're going to struggle a little bit. But we know girls like Brylan Watts can shoot from the outside. She's really good at driving the lane. And this Lady Hawks roster that might not have been as good at the beginning of the season has greatly improved throughout. And I honestly expect them to keep getting better the more games that they win here in the playoffs. So, I mean, second round, like we're getting to the point now where there's no gimmies left, so.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's the playoffs, man. I don't think there are any real gimmies, man. These are just good teams, man. And
stay out of foul trouble, Wall.
Yes.
Stay out of foul trouble.
And Mick Sherry does a good job out there. Moving on, we got some little schools. These are three 6-man, 1A schools. The Erie County Lady Horns taking on Buena Vista and Ira Ann. And Menard is taking on Marathon and Ira Ann. And Robert Lee is taking on Rankin and Garden City. Erie County. They got the Rainey sisters out there. They're great, fantastic players.
Oh yeah, I had the opportunity to watch them at ASU in round 1, and Bailey Rainey in particular, she was just all over the place. Paint Rock was outmatched, but I will say Bailey Rainey was picking her spot anywhere she wanted on the court, and she just wasn't missing. So she has another night like that. I just think that Erie County is too much of a match for Buena Vista. I think this is going to be one of those where Erie County really isn't challenged until they get to the regional final. Like, what do you think?
Oh, I mean, I've seen them several times. They are as advertised. They are extremely good. Menard, we know Menard. We didn't really get much coverage of Menard, but they're playing Marathon. Yeah, when they played Eden was, an extremely talented group. I think that was like a 27-25 game or 29-23 or something. Extremely close. So Menard has, extremely talented group down there. And Robert Lee, of course. I mean, I went out and watched these Robert Lee Lady Steers when they played Garden City in Robert Lee, and they are all over the place. They are extremely good. They were not taking no for an answer. They were not going to get beat.
Oh, and that was the game that we expected to be a really good
Yeah,
game,
no,
right?
I
But then
went
Robert
out
Lee
there.
just came out and stomped them.
That was the game where I went out there and was like, all right, I'm gonna be here till halftime. I'm gonna go jump over and watch Sterling City in Forsan, which ended up being in Forsan. So I missed half of the game, but I expected Robert Lee and Garden City to be a high-powered matchup. And yeah, Robert Lee just put it on them. The Lady Steers are extremely good.
Yep, and this is the Garden City team that just kicked Eden out of the playoffs last week. So,
Well, they're playing Rankin in Garden City.
no, I'm saying
Oh.
in that matchup, Robert
Right.
Lee beat down
Right.
Garden City,
Right.
and this is a
Yes,
Garden
he
City
did.
team that just
Okay,
kicked
I
Eden
see
out of the
what you're saying.
playoffs.
I'm picking up what you're
Get
laying
with
down.
it, James.
I'm picking
Come
up
on,
what you're
man.
laying down. All right. But anyway, yes. And Eden, of course, was like 4 or 5?
Yeah,
in
at the
rankings?
time,
They
yeah.
were extremely high in the rankings.
I think they ended up dropping down to like in the teens by the end of the season, but still, like Eden was a very talented basketball team too. You know where my brain's at, guys? First Sunday without football this week. I'm sad.
Yeah, so am I. But anyway, those are the games we're going to be covering tonight. Other than that, outside of the world of basketball, congratulations to Coach Craig Slaughter. He got the head coaching job out at the Wall Hawks. We love the guy here at COVER1 in San Angelo. We support him 100%, and the kids love playing for him. So I'm excited. Ryan, you excited for Coach Slaughter?
Yeah, I am. Congratulations, Coach Slaughter. This was always inevitable at some point. We just didn't know when it was going to happen. He runs a great defense, and he's going to continue to run a great defense. And it's just at this point, we're just going to see what the Wall's going to look like on offense next year.
Yeah, I think defensively they gave up 8.3 points a game.
6.9. I did the math.
6.9 points a game. And last year they gave up 7 points a game. So you're getting up less than a touchdown a game. You're doing something right. And
They
the
gave
kids
up
just love
less
playing
than
for
100 in 14 games. So
Yep.
that ain't
All
bad.
right. Other than that,
Final thoughts from
Yep.
me. Congratulations, Ozona. The ladies moved on. They played last night.
they played last night.
Beat Plains.
And
They're moving
yep,
on to
third
the
round.
area quarterfinal already.
Yep. Other than that, congratulations to Ozona. Congratulations, everybody. Go out and watch some basketball tonight. It might be a little bit of a drive, but, I mean, it's playoffs. What'd you expect? Anyway, that's been COVER1, and we'll see you guys next week.
This month only, mix and match cleaning and disinfecting services and save big with Carpetech. For example, get your carpet clean, save 10%. Get your carpet and tile clean, save 15%. Or get your carpet and tile and air ducts clean, save 20%. Call Carpetech today, 325-735-5142.
If your home is in a red, call Carpetech, yeah.
Talking about being a conservative is easy, especially come election time, but delivering actual conservative results is very different. As your state representative, I'm proud to have passed the strongest state-led border security bill in the nation, the largest property tax cut in Texas history, and more school safety funding to protect our children. These aren't campaign talking points, they're real conservative results, delivered. I'm Drew Darby, and I'm asking for your vote to keep up this important work.
And welcome back to the show. Joining me today is Juan Acevedo, who is a candidate for Tom Green County Tax Assessor Collector in the upcoming March Republican primary.
Yes, sir.
Juan, glad to have you
Thank
here.
you. Same here. Thank you, sir.
This is your first
Thanks
time
for having
with
me
us.
here.
So,
Thanks.
Tax Assessor Collector.
That's correct.
What in the world would you want that job for?
I just want to serve the community, the public. I mean, I'm originally not from here, but I mean, I want to go back and serve the community.
Okay. And the tax assessor there are 28 elected officials in Tom Green County, and it's a 4-year term.
That's correct.
And you'll be running against the incumbent.
Right.
So in the Republican primary. Tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your background? What's your work history?
My name is Juan Acevedo. I was born in Del Rio.
Okay.
I just served in the public school board there for one term. I ran in 2000, got elected in that year, and then served 3 years. And I said, I think 3 years was enough. I said, let's give somebody a chance.
Okay.
You know, but
I
let's have some fun with
that.
with ideas, different mentality.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I've served on a school board, and there are lots of times you think,
yes,
let somebody else
it's a headache.
do this.
It would say headache.
Okay.
Unpaid, that's for sure.
Yeah. And work history, family, that sort of thing.
Not married. Of course, I mean I'm the oldest in the family. I have 5 sisters and 1 brother.
Okay.
And they're all scattered, and I have mom. I took my mom under my wings, and my dad passed away in 2020 when COVID hit. So it was tough.
Yeah. And work history and experience?
In Del Rio, I used to work for the city of Del Rio.
Okay.
And I was the clerk there as well. And then I worked for Beverly County, which is the county clerk's office. I was there for some time. And then I said, well, I need to get out of the county government. It's like the pay wasn't better, and especially in a border town. It's pretty bad.
Okay. And what about your philosophy? What do you want to do to see what do you see as the challenges for the tax assessor over the next 4 years?
I think what I've seen here when I was there, like I said, I did work for the county for maybe 2-3 months the most, and it was a part-time job, and a part-time job really doesn't cut it. So I said I need to look for something full-time where I can, I said. Salary wage was not the greatest, so I said, I need to start going back to the oil field because that's where I was before.
Okay.
But what I want to see is, and I seen it while I was there, people, the constituents, the drive-through, they were coming through that drive-through they are upset because that line wraps around the block a lot.
Okay.
And so I'm looking at that as well as that's more like a dangerous street there. People are somebody can get hurt there.
Okay.
So possibly push for a second drive-through there.
All right, a second drive-through.
That's yes. I think it's hazardous. Having all these traffic there, which like I said, wraps around the block, and not only that, but you got other drivers that are just trying to get around and they can't because of all that traffic's just standing there for too long, and no officers are out there guiding the traffic, and I'm just concerned that something can happen, and hopefully not, but anything can happen.
Okay. This is a point where I normally leave something out. I forget something important that you need to tell the audience. So you have an open mic. I'll give you the last word. There's your camera, so go right ahead, Juan.
My name is Juan Acevedo, and I am here asking for your vote. I humbly do ask for your vote in a primary election. The early voting starts February the 20th and ends on the 1st, and the primaries are March 5th.
All right, there it is. And that's right. Next Tuesday, early voting starts for the GOP primary election and the Democratic primary election statewide. So look for that, and we'll have more on that later, and we will go back to you guys.
If you have been injured, call J. Chandler Law. You want an honest partner who will tell it to you straight. A proven advocate right here in town. Together, let's hold them accountable.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
We are recording. 3, 2.
Thanks for watching the only locally owned live news show in the Concho Valley. That means everyone else is corporate media and woke. We really appreciate your feedback, comments, all those kinds of things. Some of the comments we don't really appreciate, but most of them we do. But thanks again for making San Angelo Live the #1 news source in the Concho Valley. To put that into perspective, you add up the local TV stations audience, all the radio stations audience, and the old newspaper that's going away. You add up all the people that watch and read that, our audience is bigger than all of that. Anyway, to all of you, have a great weekend. It's going to be a long weekend, and we'll be back with the San Angelo Live team on Tuesday. And so you watch for us then. Thanks for watching.